Hey, welcome to the Mood Lounge Show. I'm your host, Pedge Tattoos.
And I'm Marco, and I still don't have a nickname.
We're going to work on that. Eventually, we're going to get you a nickname. But before we start this first show, we're going to rub Lenny the Skull over here for good luck. So, that's going to be our thing. So, and we'll probably end up changing, the skulls, because I got like 40-some skulls in the house. So I think we're going to end up changing. You know, every show we'll probably put a new skull out and we'll rub it or whatever, you know. Anyway, so we're gonna do this topic about new movies coming out, and you want to take that, Marco?
Well, I mean, to go off of your list over here, which, guys, no offense, he's got okay handwriting, but you know, just saying, like. I don't know. It looks like the kind of like.
It's got me to where I'm at. I don't.
Yeah. It won't work.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm
55. I know where I'm at.
Yeah. I don't know how you graduated school. Anyways.
I didn't. I didn't.
Right.
I dropped out.
Right. We got Deadpool. You know, the new Deadpool. I forgot the title, guys, but like.
Yeah. I forgot the title too. That's why I didn't write it down. But yeah, Deadpool. What do you got? What do you think of it?
What do I think of it? Okay. I'm not a comic book buff. We all know that. You know, I don't read a bunch of comics and stuff. Mm-hmm. But this does look good for the amount that you already spoiled for me, because you go straight to YouTube for that.
Yeah, that's guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged, exactly.
I just go and start searching for every trailer possible and whatever that
he's the kind of guy to watch the movie before he goes to the movie theater just so he knows what's gonna happen.
Well, yeah,
and then he watches it and he's like, wow, this was great. Like, really, you watched the entire thing, bro.
Don't like suspense. I mean.
Come on.
Excuse me. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, on my point, I think Deadpool. I mean, long time waiting. You know, been waiting. We begin like every year we're like, please come out. You know.
Well, the good thing about this is, it is a long time waiting.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's going to be good with how they're trying to release it.
Oh yeah.
Because like these new movie companies will literally say, hey, it's only like a month away. It's like, what?
Yeah.
You just go in. You expect them like, okay,
well,
good wait.
They're promoting the shit out of it because it's It's a dope movie. I mean, they're tying in X-Men. They're tying in
the TVA.
The TVA, yeah. For all of you that didn't watch Loki, I mean, if you guys are Marvel buffs, you got to watch Loki. It was kind of weird in the first season, but it started opening up a whole can of worms and the multiverse, and it's just insane. And yeah, now it touches that Deadpool, goes to the TVA. Well, does he work for the TVA?
He doesn't go to the TVA. They go to.
They bring they come get him, and then he goes to the actual location of the TVA.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. In watching the clip, I kind of like, because I watch so many damn clips. Do they give him a job to work for the TVA?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
And then again, I also think he just talks his way in. Maybe.
Right, yeah.
He literally says, like, he's Marvel Jesus.
Yeah, of course, Marvel Jesus.
Which, Marvel Jesus. Great line for Deadpool.
Just Marvel Jesus. But yeah, so, Rise from the Dead. No, anyway.
Alright.
I just popped in my head.
You got another one you want to go for?
Yeah, Roadhouse, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, since I've been told I pronounce his last name wrong, but once you get a freaking easier name. Anyway, and Conor McGregor. Shut your mouth, you little bitch. And
great thoughts.
Yeah. So what can I say about the movie? It's based on the Patrick Swayze version from the late '80s. Same premise. They go into a small town. The guy's an ex-fighter, or he's an ex-bouncer. But in this one, he's an ex-MMA fighter. He starts bouncing, and he's in this club, and it's the local town tough guy, or whatever, comes over there and wants him out, and that's when he hires Conor McGregor, and he comes in. He's like, "Hello, boys," and rocks and rolling. Typical dick that he is. Perfect part for him. But I like the choreography, the way they do all the slapping and stuff. You said the last time we were watching, you were cracking up about that one scene. Say the scene.
Oh yeah, all that slapping and stuff. Like how there was a confrontation that ensued, and all of a sudden it went up to Jake Gyllenhaal, or what?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 guys. Yeah.
Right. However you say his name. Yeah. They just walk up to him, and if you guys ever seen the slap in that one British person's backyard, I don't know. Like, I remember just seeing the clip a while ago, but
Yeah.
Just walking up to everybody, just slapping them left and right.
Yeah, one by one. Yeah.
Literally, it got to the point that the police came.
And they got slapped. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look up that meme. It's a funny meme, and you need to get that visual. So try to look up that meme. You know, British guy slaps everybody at his barbecue. But yeah, that slap scene was, I mean, for me, it happened so quick, but it was hysterical. It was just like, you know, and he's like, I'm slapping you. Oh, I'm sorry, did I slap you? And then he goes to slap the last dude, and the guy tries to block it, and he slaps him with the other hand. That was like at most, for me, like the most.
Definitely, yeah, it's definitely hyped.
Yeah, it's hyped. It's coming out now on Prime. I don't know why it didn't do well to go into a theater venue, because I think they would have made a mint. But yeah, Roadhouse for me. I can't wait to see it.
For these next two, they kind of tie in together. Like they're not exactly, together. It's like you got Homestead and Civil War.
Right.
Now, I know that Homestead was done by Angel Studios.
Okay.
And Angel Studios recently, guys, has actually been doing some pretty good.
Pretty good stuff. Yeah.
Pretty good bangers. Like actually,
giving the big boys a run for their money.
Yeah. I was literally just about to say.
Yeah,
that. Like,
for real.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to. But Homestead is essentially the premise of Civil War, except if it's not Civil War and it's foreign war. You know. Right. Like it just. Things popped off.
Isn't it like after a big, like, I guess like almost like a nuclear holocaust?
Yeah, what I've seen, nuclear holocaust, and then they go out in the middle of the
and live like the old homesteaders, like back in the day, right? Yeah. So that's what I was figuring. I liked it. I mean, it looks really interesting. If I had to scale it between Homestead and Civil War, I'm gonna watch both. But Homestead and Civil War looks just kick-ass,
It's gonna be way more.
The state of Texas and Florida have formed a union. You know, like, I love that part when it came out, and it really kind of just, like, gives everybody the perspective, what if something was to pop off here? And the scene that, to me, stood out the most is when the United States Army stops, they were like, I guess, reporters and people or whatever, I guess UN, because I remember seeing a UN truck, and they got them at gunpoint, and the one guy's, like cradling his, AR, and he's just like, so, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, we're American. And he goes, what kind of Americans? Like, that is just, like, whoever wrote that script, dude, and the guy that they cast to do that, phenomenal. I mean, I can't wait to see that. So, these are all, I think this is going to be a phenomenal, 2024 and 2025 is going to be, they're going to crank out so many movies, and like I'm just sitting in a ball of piss, can't wait. Like, you know what I mean? But
you got a next one.
This is supposedly based on a true story. It's called The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Wait a second.
Henry Cavill's in it. He stars in it. Henry Cavill stars in it.
I thought Alan Richardson was in it. The guy who did Reacher. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
I'm getting somebody mixed up. Man.
Yeah, I could have sworn I seen Henry Cavill.
You saw Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
But I could have sworn I seen that dude, and then I looked at it because. All
right, so you know what? Don't quote us on the actor. We didn't do our homework correctly, but because I kind of saw the character of Henry Cavill, because he's great, from Witcher, from Superman, and he played I forgot what other movie. I don't know if it was Glass Onion. He played a real prick in Glass Onion. Yep. So in this one, he's just had. If it's him, he's got some comedic aspect to his role where he comes in and Nazis like telling a joke, and he's telling the other like SS guys or whatever a joke, and he goes, "And I told it it's not to my dog," and then he just goes, "Ha ha ha ha."
Oh no, I saw him there.
Yeah.
There's a different scene that I'm talking about.
Which scene are you talking about?
There's a quick snippet, like where he comes in, like he starts using the bow.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, no.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, so maybe we're
that's
both.
What I was talking about.
Maybe we're both right. They're both starring in this movie. So
maybe we're both wrong.
Yeah, we'll never know. We'll have to go do our homework and maybe do a part 2 of The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. But
still can't wait.
This next one that Marco's gonna bring up, it's for people that are my age and grew up on like teen movies and teen bullshit and drama.
Is that why I kind of fell asleep looking at it, man? I don't know.
Yeah, for me, I like it because I grew up on that kind of stuff, teenagers and whatever. It just brings me back to a time, and I think it's actually set in the 80s or something like that, 80s or 90s. Yeah. But, two kids, they're bums, they got nothing better to do for the summer, they want to make money. Of course, smart as they are, they come up with this buying a snack shack, and they just start writing like, fuck dogs and mustard on the hot dog, and they charge $1 more, and the little kids come over and be like, give me a fuck dog, So, I mean, it's tongue-in-cheek, it's pretty...
I don't know, I'm used to seeing all these newer movies coming out. Like, we literally just touched on 2 that are like end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, I put a really crappy list together, but I was watching and this one thing on YouTube, and they had these movies in that order. So as I watched it, I jotted it down because I'm at that age where like I cannot cognitively remember everything I just did 15 minutes ago. I don't know. I just think I got too much.
This guy should run for president.
I should, man. I probably still do better than Joe Biden. Well, I can't because I'm a citizen, but I'm not. I wasn't born here. I was born somewhere else. So, born in Serbia. So anyway, you could run for president.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With a great track record that I have. Don't I need like 300 extra characters?
No, you just need some good lobbyists to push you. After a year or two, one little congressional stint here and there,
Yeah.
Mayor of Clearwater, and before you know, it's like President Marko Ratchkovic.
Never thought of it.
Yeah, you'd be the first president to actually still do podcasts.
Really?
Yeah, you and Jory Molino would be like the kings of podcasting. Yeah.
Wow.
Good reference, right? I worked Joey Merlino in that one.
I don't know who the hell that is.
Yo, really?
I'm messing with you, bro. Relax.
Ex-Philly mob boss, you know who it is.
I know, because you won't stop talking about him.
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah,
He plays podcasts at full volume.
I give Jory Molino thumbs up, man. Everybody's ragging on him. I don't know why, man. The guy's a legend. The guy's a king. Anyway, so what do you got on the list?
Another Ghostbusters.
Oh,
dude.
This one? What do you think?
What do I think? I think it's a little played out at this point. Like, regardless of the film, it's like just, like, what's next? We're gonna go, what do they do? Like Ghostbusters? That's what it is?
They catch ghosts or whatever.
Are they gonna do that at the retirement home now? Are they gonna go file for 401k against ghosts now? Like, come on.
No,
dude.
Look, I understand. I mean, I thought it was much when they did those 4 chicks. The 4 chicks came out and did Ghostbusters again.
That was
such a woke piece of garbage. I mean, stop messing with what works, and it is what it is. I mean, if you want to work a lesbian in here and there, or you want to work a transgender person, and I don't care.
Just know how to write the character.
Yeah, for real.
At least.
Yeah, for real. But
look, another Ghostbuster. It's like it's a little played out.
Well, on this Ghostbuster, I could see where they correlate from. I don't know if it was Ghostbusters 1 or 2, where they go on top of that building in Manhattan, and so that god comes back from some, I don't know, 50,000 years ago, demon of hell or whatever, and so now that demon supposedly comes back or is re-released, and the new people that are ghostbusting, I think what's his name is that, that's that actor's name that played Ant-Man. Phil Rudd, or
I think so.
Yeah, he's in it. And that kid from Stranger Things is in it that dated the chick, whatever. I forgot what number was
11.
she. 11, yeah, 11, 12, 13. I don't know. When they make a new one, she's gonna be called 21. But anyway, yeah. So I'm getting off topic, but yeah, I could see the correlation, and I think it's gonna be a good. Waste $20, grab some popcorn. I think it's gonna be cool. I don't know if some of these things are going straight to the movie theater, or they're gonna start streaming, because we've had 2 years of nothing but like streaming since that COVID.
I mean, we still technically have.
We still have, and I don't understand why they do that. I mean, they're losing so much money.
Yeah, but you realize not a lot of people want to go.
Of course,
right?
I mean,
like, with everything that's happened, it's like it's way cheaper to just sit at home.
It is.
Pay for your monthly subscription. And,
it is.
You know, call it a night.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, and it's great when you got to take a piss. You can just pause it, which is wonderful.
Yeah,
you can't do that at the movie theater.
Get up and sprint all the way to the bathroom.
At the movie theater, you got to run.
And then you got to hit whoever you went with. Like, hey, what did I miss? Oh,
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
you know, like
for real.
Whatever. Yeah.
So next one we got is Boy Kills World. Boy Kills World.
And I have been
Yeah, it's the guy. It's the dude that played the Marquis from John Wick 4.
Yep.
Yeah, that dude that was the Marquis. That's the dude. He also. I'm gonna try to reach into my brain and see if I can pull it. Yes, he was also in Deadpool when Deadpool needed to get extra superheroes, and they called him the X Group or whatever.
X-Force.
X-Force, yes, X-Force. So he was the dude that would spit poisonous vomit or whatever. So he was like, he had that little shield on his mouth. So that was that. But yeah, so it looks pretty cool. Boy Kills World. It's very action packed. I forgot what it was. Like, he's got superpowers or something like that. But that movie for sure is gonna rock. If you like, I think it was made by Shaban Films, and Shaban Films is another one that you see a lot of straight to DVD or streaming, but phenomenal quality. Like the CGI is great, the acting is great, the scripts are great. They put a nice chunk of change into that.
Definitely.
So for real, that's something I'd like to see. What do you got next?
Air Force One Down.
Okay, Air Force One Down.
That one actually is another one like Homestead and Civil War, like where it's real life and espionage kind of thing. You know, like it's kind of venturing off because like it's not the end of the world, but stuff's going down. Yeah. So you know.
It's. I know that one of the stars is Rade Serbagia. He's Serbian.
Of course, you know all the Serbians. Right?
I put it in my notes because
that's probably why you wrote the film down too, right?
Well, I like him as an actor, bro. It's just not because he's Serbian. He just plays like that Eastern European Russian bloc type. And in this one, he's supposedly Russian in this one. So he's played an Albanian in Taken, you know, and he's played in some other movies where he again Russian or you know something Eastern European. I don't even think he's ever played a Serbian. Maybe one movie, but I know he's played in Serbian movies. But he's a good actor. I like him. You know, he brings a little of that Putin-esque vibe. Like, what are you looking at? I'll kill you with my umbrella. So, but yeah, that's cool. I wrote this movie down, but I really can't remember it now. Prey.
Yeah, why don't you put like little footnotes?
I should. I don't know.
Why don't you put little footnotes? I was literally going to tell you this.
Oh, there you go. You see, my cognitive skills are coming back. Thank you, Lenny. So, two heads better than one. So, Prey is about a plane that crashes in the middle of Africa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I already know where this is going. Jack Black's the pilot for some reason.
Is Jack Black the pilot?
Yes, Jack Black. I know, he slimmed up, which really...
Are you sure?
Yes, his name was in there.
Okay.
There's no way. I saw the thing.
He was only in the movie for about 3 seconds. A lion ate his fat ass. He turned the Kung Fu Panda. So, yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. It's like one of those...
It's one of those survival movies.
Yeah, so...
Whichever one there was literally just about a lion. You know what I mean? Like, this group got attacked or something, and then, like, they're running around, and then they're trying to dodge this lion.
Okay, I remember that movie. Yeah, I remember that.
Whatever.
It's like a suspense thing. It's like you never know when you're going to get eaten or whatever, and, the way they...
It wears off, like, in a good amount of the movie.
It does, but in all honesty, like I've said before in the beginning of this, I said a lot of movies and whatnot, it's kind of like they went straight to, streaming and whatever, and nothing. And plus this writer strike.
Yeah.
Dude, this just messed up everything. Everything got on hold and whatever, and now finally the writer strike's over and everybody's got, a good package and whatever. Now they're cranking out these movies. So, for this year alone, I only have a list of X amount, but I watched yesterday. I didn't put it down on the list, but I watched yesterday like 3 or 4 more movies on top of that. So I think a total 25 to 30 quality on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like 40% of them being 9s and 10s, and the other ones are all 7s and 8s. So that's pretty good. Like Prey, I'll put 6. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, like Ghostbusters, 7, 8. You know. So we'll rate these after. So you know, we'll give you like ratings and stuff. So, next one for you.
5 pounds of pressure.
Oh.
Okay.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just came. I'm sorry, because when he said 5 pounds of pressure, I just remember I watched this trailer 3 times.
You watched it 3 times.
Dude, the guy that played Dracula, the one where it was that movie that just I don't know, it came out a few years ago, Dracula, where he makes a deal with the devil and in that mountain. And he comes back and he has to fight.
Is that the one where he sacrifices himself
for his son?
Was
at
that
the end.
A few years ago?
Huh?
Are you sure that was a few years ago?
Well, it could have been 5 or 6, maybe more, maybe 8.
I think more. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
8.
know. There's no way that recently.
I should have wrote down this dude's name, but this guy plays a guy from Brooklyn, New York, or somewhere in New York, ex mobster, in the street. I could relate. Anyway, so like ex-mobster in the street, stuff like that, and something happens to somebody in his family. He was in prison for a bit, and he gets out, and I think it's his son. Something happens to his son.
Yeah.
And he has to.
Yeah, he kind of jumps in.
Yeah. And he's trying to help his son out, but his son fucks up. He wasn't there, and there's a line where he's sitting there and he's got a Glock in his hand, and he just, with one hand, the way that John Wick movement where you just go and you check it, so he does that one hand thing, which baffles me because those springs are so hard, so I think the springs are just a little worn, but he does that thing, and he goes, it only takes 5 pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
And the way he's saying it, he goes, it only takes 5 pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
And
it goes way harder than then it sounds like just the trailer alone and the title just...
And it just like the scenes just go cut. And then you just see him sitting in a car and he's like looking at the gun and it's like you hear... And then that's the end of the movie. But that is one movie. I'm gonna put that movie up there with Deadpool.
Are you putting that up there with Deadpool?
Well, yeah, Deadpool's got a lot of... it's going to be busy, so it's going to keep your mind occupied, and you're going to have all those Easter eggs going out throughout the movie. Oh my God, this is going to come out. Oh my God, Captain America's coming out. It's so many drops are going to be in that movie. But this one is like a straight up, keeps you riveted. It's like you watch and you're like, yeah. So I mean, in the genre of mob movies and gangster movies, I put that up there. So. Here's one that...
Yeah, do you have another one?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this, and I'm glad they did it. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So, I don't know if... Because I know Caesar died in the last one.
Right.
So, his son...
I'm pretty sure it's his son from what
That's what I think. I think it is his son, because I remember his son had a scar. So, I see him, he's questioning the leader. Now, here's what baffles me. You remember that... Caesar had a beef with, I think his name was Koba, right? Koba, right, Koba. So he had a beef with Koba and he killed Koba.
Yeah.
But it looks like, for some reason, either it's Koba's offspring, but it looks just like Koba.
I think they just have like a problem in the family. I don't know. It's like Caesar kind of just lets, you know what I mean? Like people like Koba, like pop up and just do whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And, like he doesn't do anything and then he waits. It's like, okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna do something.
Mm.
And
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Like, whatever. I was getting off the premises of the movie,
off track
but
here.
whatever. So, whatever it is, it's a new leader. He doesn't want, it's if you look at the old Planet of the Apes series from the 60s and 70s. So, this is their new spin on it. Humans are like whatever, like animals running around.
What happened was like literally the tables have turned. Like now the humans are the apes and the apes are the humans.
And this is all post-apocalyptic, if you remember. It's the end of the world.
You're not going to see apes running around in trench coats and AKs and stuff, but they're running around.
They just switch places. So yeah, I mean, it looks really super interesting. It's got that good versus evil vibe and all of that. But I just like it because of the graphics. Growing up on the original Planet of the Apes, and they had those masks.
You like anything for the graphics,
Well, yeah, but dude, because growing up and seeing all that, like, you watch with me, we watch movies from the...
Yeah, but dude...
It's different, and then when you see stuff today with the CGI, that's how I pictured it in my head, but back then we got all that gay stuff to see, and I don't mean gay as in, like, you know, two guys having butt sex. I mean gay as in just like, oh, they're just retarded. It's not cool. Yeah. But, yeah, so that's a big plus. I know a lot of people, you know... I'm surprised Mark Wahlberg didn't try to sneak his ass back into this one and be like, hey, you know, and I don't know what's going on. You know, I got to work on that one. So,
yeah, you're gonna have to work on that one.
Yeah, so I don't like Marky Mark anyway, so fuck him.
Fuck him and his new fucking Christ commercials.
Yeah.
No offense to Christ.
Dude, no, we're very Christian. I mean, straight up, you know.
Orthodox. You know.
Orthodox Christians, we're like OG freaking, you know, Christians. But what you just brought up.
When you see somebody doing just that, like just acting like a Christian just for, you know.
And he's even got fake Jesus on the commercial. He's got fake Jesus from a movie or whatever that was.
No problems with fake Jesus.
Yeah, me neither. Whatever. I don't got no beef with him.
He does his stuff, but it's like when you see Mark Wahlberg doing like this fake ass cross and like looking up like, oh my God, hey, can you donate? Like, no, bro, leave me alone.
And I'm gonna say it. I don't care. You're a Marky Mark fan or a Mark Wahlberg fan. Knock yourself out. He's got some good movies, but he's oversaturated in the genre of movies. But it's, you know, I just don't like it that now he's using God, and he's saying he's not making money, and then he's doing this what's that, tunnel for
what, towers?
Yeah, tunnel for towers or whatever, and he's doing that thing with trying to put people in these homes. You know, that's all nice and dandy. Pull money out of your pocket. You know, like honestly, pull money out of your pocket. But he's making money on this Jesus app or whatever, that Christian app that he's got. You know, come pray with us and all of that. And he's like, all of a sudden now, after all these years, he's walking around with the Ash Wednesday symbol on his head. Yeah. Which is just, to me, it's just moronic. Why didn't you do it back then? Well, now because you're a staple in Hollywood, you could... He's making money off this. And if he's not, okay, great. But it's just the way he sells it. It's just, they're selling Jesus, you know? I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all for, you know, Christianity. I'm all for, you know, pushing Jesus in every direction, but I mean, you want to do it, you do it.
Do it out of the kindness of your heart.
I ain't making money, and I praise Jesus all the time, man. So, you know, enough talking about that.
Subject change.
Boston. Go park your car. Go park your car, Mark.
This next movie, yeah, I don't know. Like you hit me to it. Asphalt City, which it seemed very dark and gritty.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
For its context of being a paramedic. Whatever, EMS?
Yeah, paramedic, EMS. Yeah, it's got that dude that was in X-Men with the laser eyes or whatever. I forgot his name. It's like, I mean, you know, dude, I sound like Joe Biden. I can't remember shit, man.
Well, as long as you ain't fucking falling out of the chair, we good.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, it's got Sean Penn. He plays, I guess, a paramedic as well. Yeah. And Mike Tyson's in it. Mike Tyson's...
That really threw me off.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, is he going to be putting somebody in the ER? Or is he going to be, like, helping people? Like, what? Like,
I said sit down. Don't get up now. Come on, stop.
You need to do some chest compressions.
You need to do some chest compressions and stuff.
Yeah. Like, what the... Jesus.
Yeah, so Asphalt City, it's in New York. Set up in New York. And
it's got that vibe.
Yeah, and I think it just follows, you know, the... EMS paramedics and whatnot, which God bless them, number one, because I've had a few incidences where EMS was called, and you know they came and professional, amazing people. I even have a friend that went from the EMS, became a firefighter. This guy Steve, big shout out to Steve. Yeah, man, it's just, you know, God, nurses and the EMS, man. God bless them, man. That's just some hardcore shit. You know, you gotta go into that mode in the split second, and you just don't hesitate. So God bless you all. This we've been waiting for quite some time. Number 14 on the Billboard chart. Sounded like that guy that interviewed me, Outlaw Live Radio. Visit Bill Burrs. The old talk show coming down with Pedge tattoo. Sorry about that little, you know. But yeah, so this one, Borderlands.
I want to know what you think about it first.
I you know, a person who don't play video games. I mean, I play a little Mortal Kombat with Marco. You know, I don't know. I mash buttons. I can't learn all the moves, and I know I'm supposed to, but whatever. But I remember I bought him Borderlands when he was little tyke.
Which Borderlands was that?
I forgot. I just know that dude was on the front cover like this with the mask.
That's literally just the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, looked like some shit out of Mad Max. But yeah. So Jamie Lee Curtis is in this. Kevin Hart. And Kate Blanchett, I think. Yeah, Kate Blanchett. They're in this, and it looks pretty cool. It looks for me, you know.
You're just going off of actors, though, right?
No. I'm not going off the actors because Kevin Hart's gonna always put his Kevin Hart on every damn character. Which, that's another thing I hate. Not that I don't like Kevin Hart. You know, he's funny as shit. I give him props. But in this world. You like when you become a hot commodity, everybody wants you. So every damn movie comes out. Oh, it's a part for Kevin Hart. Oh, it's a part for Mark Wahlberg. Oh, it's a part, and then before you know it, in 1 year you got 3 movies with them, and it's okay, great. They did some great movies, but then they become oversaturated. For example, The Rock. The Rock went from doing wrestling to a couple of movies, did Walking Tall, phenomenal, great acting skills. Then he went into the smoldering eye, and it's just like, hey, I'm The Rock. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? You know, like, it's just, it's too much for me. You know, like, and I know everybody else feels that way, but they want to be entertained. They don't say anything. And then they become bigger than thou, and you know, it's just that oversaturation. Another one, you mentioned them before, a little fat guy. What's his name?
Which one? Jack Black.
Yeah, he's annoying. He's freaking annoying. It's like. His skit that he does is to the point where, okay, he's gonna do this. Okay, he's gonna, like, the minute I see him, I'm like, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. Not funny. Ha ha ha. You know, maybe one punchline because somebody wrote the script.
Right.
But it's just, you know, I don't need to be ragging on everybody. And then I know people are gonna be like commenting like, oh, but why are you any better and all that? I'm not better. But you know. I'm not gonna be a schmuck. Let's say if they pay me whatever $50 million, I'll do 1 or 2 movies. But I'm not gonna sit here and do Fast and Furious 29. Hobbs comes and rubs my nutsack. I don't know. It's just it's like how much.
Mars. You do like drag
with cars. Yeah,
drag racing on Mars next.
Yeah, drag racing on Mars and stuff. You know,
Here, look, whatever. Back to the actual.
Yeah, let's get back
instead of Fast and Furious 29.
That's what I think.
He's got Tourette's over there.
Yeah.
Right? So, me personally, I barely play Borderlands. I'm not an expert. You know, like whatever. Like from
seeing. Sorry to cut you off, but from seeing the clip, the trailer, what do you actually think? Like from video game to this, did they do an accurate?
No.
No, huh?
No.
Really?
They need to fire their casting agent right now.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Okay, now I gotta tell you all, this is because he loves the stories behind these video games and vested.
I actually play the video game instead of him, where he's like, oh, these graphics look great. Hold on a second, let me run into this wall like for the 30th time.
You want from a 55-year-old? Dude,
watch the damn games, bro.
Guys my age that play video games don't have a fucking life.
Man, you watch Instagram Reels for like half an hour. What are you talking about?
To get content.
Right. What content are you getting?
See what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Like, why you gotta put me on a spot, bro?
Okay.
Dude, I'm old, man. This is what I do. It's what I do.
Back to the point again.
Right.
What I was talking about was their casting agent needs to be fired because I'm not even gonna talk about the fact that like Kevin Hart is not the hype for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, it's geriatric black man. No offense, no racism intended. Okay, but like the other actors, like whoever the hell.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis, and I don't know who the.
Definitely did not.
I don't know who that other chick is. That little short chick that she blows stuff up.
Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. They just didn't feel right. You know.
They didn't feel right to you,
no. No, and like I don't know. From what the little that I've seen, like the script writing didn't make any sense.
Right.
So it just seemed like a cash grab.
Yeah.
And
it probably is, but they've been talking about doing this for years. Yeah. And of course, like I just said previously in a statement, I said, you know, the movie studios just want who's hot. They think it's going to sell the movie. It's going to bring a twang, you know, their twang or whatever. Okay, Kevin Hart probably like ad-libs some things. He's funny. Jamie Lee Curtis is Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know. what her. I mean, she used to be a scream queen. I don't know what the hell she doing here, but she's good in movies, you know. I used to have a hot crush on her when she was younger, man. Let me tell you. You know, now she's just old, bro. Like,
yeah.
I watched. Was that True Romance? Was it True? Is it lie? Was it True Lies?
How long ago was that? We're taking,
every time it comes,
a fucking backtrack
it keeps coming on TV with Arnold Schwarzenegger. True Lies, I think it is, or True Romance, whatever. What that? I can't remember. Whatever. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis when she does that little striptease thing and he pretends he's somebody else. Every time that comes on, man, oh, my fiance just looks at me like, really? I'm like, yeah, what can I tell you? It's like, you know, she gave me the hots back then. Shwing! Anyway, so okay, so we got that down. We got the 14 movies we got. So we're gonna rate them real quick. So Deadpool 1 to 10. What do you rate the trailer at?
Certified 9.
Certified 9. I give it certified 9, 9.5.
Yeah.
9.5.
Definitely.
So Roadhouse, what do you rate that?
Now, I didn't see the original. It looks good, but I don't know how good it's gonna be. So just to stay safe, I want to say 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it looks like it is a 9.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that I don't know.
Yeah,
you know, like,
I'm gonna give it a straight 9. I'm gonna give it a straight, not because of you know, fucking shut your mouth. I'll come over there and kick your ass.
Yeah.
Not because of him. Just, you know, I liked it. You know. So Homestead.
This one's just gonna be an 8.
Yeah,
it looks good. It's just
it's good. I'm shooting 7. I'm shooting 7. Shooting 7. Yeah.
Okay.
So, no, 6.5. Sorry, it's just it's
I
cool.
mean, if we're not gonna be polite,
It's cool.
I'll just say 7.
It's cool. So number 4, Civil War.
This one I'll give it 9.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving this one a 9.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's it. Just looks sick. So the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
This one looks like it is a movie with a lot of personality.
Yeah.
You know, and I will give it a 9 for that.
It's kind of like a Inglorious Bastard meets fucking League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's like, hence the freaking title. So, what did you give it again?
A 9.
9. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. A 9 for sure.
You got Snack Shack.
Yeah. So Snack Shack for me is gonna be 7.5.
7. This movie's right up your alley. Why not?
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm not hyping it. Like, you know, I mean, I feel it, and I don't want to hype on it. It looks funny. Maybe after I see it, I'll give it a better rating. You know, after we watch all these movies, we'll come back on a different show and we'll tell you what, you know, did it suck or not. You know, we're gonna have a suck scale, and it's gonna be like how many dicks did this one suck? You know, like, so we're gonna do that. You know, but yeah. So Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
That one's gonna be a 5.
What?
Sorry, I'm joking.
Oh, I was gonna be like, I thought you were gonna throw it like a
Fall for that one. No.
7 or something.
Yeah, no. This one I'll get a 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll agree with you. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. So Boy Kills World.
That one I actually have hype for, and it will be like a 8-9 range.
For me, it's gonna be a 9.5. It's
Well, the movie now.
It just kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson's Thriller for some reason. It's like just overproduced, you know. But
what do you think of Air Force One Down?
Air Force One Down, typical like I don't know, like it's just one of those movies to make Americans feel gung ho and whatever and blah blah blah. So you know that's
if they do it right.
Right, if they do it right, I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah, I'll just give it an 8, you know, but maybe I'll change my mind after I see it. But definitely an 8.
Agree.
Yeah, I'll do that. Prey.
6.
Yeah, bro, we got great minds think alike, you know. Then we got
5 pounds of pressure.
There we go again.
Yeah,
just
you're
orgasm.
just over it, bro. Relax.
Orgasming. It's just not because I like the guy. This movie just makes me want to cream, bro. It's just, I guess because I could touch base on that former life and whatever, but you know, for him to like get out of that life and have to go back in, that's just grabbing me. I'm gonna say, you know, a 9.5. I don't really give 10.
5 for the pounds of pressure or what? Like,
9.5 pounds of pressure. Yeah, but yeah, definitely. I'll give it a 9.5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9. I'm not gonna add that 0.5.
Cool.
This
cool.
isn't exactly up my alley.
All right, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I would say You know why? Because like it's not like exactly 100% like Ghostbusters coming out with another one, but it kind of is. You know,
I'm gonna give it a 9. Only because like I grew up on Planet of the Apes, and you know.
I mean, it's not like they're going back to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the same storyline. Kind of just they just remake it.
It's just going forward. You know?
I don't think it's gonna be like a Godzilla, Kong, like.
Oh, it better not be, bro.
Yeah,
like, what's next? We're gonna see his great grandkid fighting great grandkid of Cobra or something. Like.
Yeah, right.
That ain't gonna be fun.
Yeah, that'd be hysterical to see that happen. You know, Asphalt City.
Asphalt City.
I'm gonna say.
8.
8. I was gonna say it with you in unison because I just felt like you were gonna say 8, so 8. Borderlands 7.
6.
Okay, we could deal with that.
Man, it seems like it's gonna flop. Regardless,
we could deal with that. Hey, you know, not to get off topic, but this is like, because we were talking about Kevin Hart, and I got to say, what would you call a nervous midget?
I don't know, what would you call it?
A fidget.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I just, as we were talking about Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart's like, because he's short.
Yeah,
he's just a short little guy. Like, he's like this big.
Yeah.
He's like the height of my fiance. He's like really small, you know?
I think he's a little shorter. I don't know.
Is he? You think?
Maybe.
So Jay's freaking.
I'm joking around. I got no.
So Jay's taller than Kevin Hart? Wow. Yeah. Anyway, so one more topic we got.
So what did you even write here?
Well, you know what? One more topic, and I think we're gonna just end it here because I think we did some solid half hour, and I think that's phenomenal.
Right.
We were engaging, at least for us. We were engaging. We had so much trouble doing this first show. We've tried 2-3 times. Our lovely assistant didn't record the first one, and then we had.
By the way, you did press it again, right?
You did press record, right?
Okay.
I hope I didn't do all of this for freaking nothing.
Right,
anyway, and then we had problems with the cameras, and I had to go on YouTube and learn, you know, these new cameras. They're so fangled. You got to go into the menu thing, and you got to like, you know, do this and HDMI that, and you know, just, I
literally have a certification in this. If you would let me help you, realize that, right?
In cameras?
Not in cameras, but
you were a videographer.
That's what my A+ covers, man. Basic installations.
Yeah, that's tax dollars going to
great. Gotta love school, guys.
Education. So, but getting on the one thing I wanted to make a point, because I read this, Paramount, the movie company, is doing really bad. They're up for sale. I don't know if 20th Century Fox, they've kind of like monopolized some other companies and bought up. They were supposed to make a deal, and that fell through. They don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. So Paramount's sitting there with marks from 10-foot poles all over it.
Right.
So, but I heard they were saying that Tom Cruise is friends with somebody in the movie business that's like a silent partner or whatever, that they may possibly put up an offer to buy Paramount. That's just a rumor in the mill, and I've been trying to read up more on it.
I mean, specifically
I don't see Tom Cruise owning a movie company.
I mean, he definitely would, because he wants to film like more Mission Impossibles or something. But
yeah, but then
that would just.
But then it's gonna like involve the Church and Scientology, and nobody wants to see like cranked out Scientology movies. I mean, that one that John Travolta did was just devastating. But anyway, we'll get on another topic about
speaking of, have you started seeing the ads coming up like real quick before we?
Yeah, here in Florida, I mean. Here in Florida, and Clearwater is the headquarters of the Scientology in Clearwater Beach. And lately we've been nothing but like straight up every other channel on cable is just coming up. The Church of Scientology.
Oh yeah, hey, we take on people of all faiths.
Yeah, we take people of all faiths.
What? Like?
Yeah.
And no, you don't, bro.
Yeah, they just. Yeah, well, we're not going to touch that. Maybe I'll get lucky and get Leah Remini to come on, and help us, in the guest department, and we could talk about Scientology. And I know she has a couple of good juicy stories. So, but then I heard maybe Elon Musk.
Now, why would he buy?
Well, he bought Twitter, and now it's X.
Okay, yeah, but
and
why would you go from that to Paramount?
Because think about it, he's very influential.
Right.
So he took over X, changed, Twitter, called it X now, changed everything around. It's doing way better now than it was. Right. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it is. His Tesla thing took off. He's got that satellite thing where he's putting up, in space constantly satellites, and he's doing stuff.
They just did all that Neuralink
SpaceX is his, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so SpaceX is his.
But also they did
the Neuralink. Yeah, that chip thing.
Dude,
yeah.
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
Which, that's
I think it's just giving, quadriplegics, like, the ability to jerk off with the bad hand. Like, I don't know. So,
all right,
but, yeah, so, I mean, if that happens, that'd be great. He can control movies. And he could start to say, "Hey, we don't want no more woke stuff. We don't want this. We want the truth out there."
I think it would at least be nice to have like a third contender for for Hollywood.
Yeah. So, like I said, I want to give one movie that I watched. Marco did not watch. I want if anybody's listening and whoever does listen and sees this eventually, it's going to be a movie that is going to become a cult classic. And it's not going to become a cult classic where people go and, Rocky Horror Picture Show, go to the movie theaters and go, act the fool. But you're going to want to watch this a few times. It's kind of, I don't know if it's like a young movie for somebody in their 20s, but I could relate. It was just funny as shit. It was kind of like video game-ish in a way. It's called Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So we need to watch it. I already watched it, twice.
Was that the thing you were blasting on?
Yeah,
bro,
dude.
I'm just trying to play Helldivers 2, which I've been getting addicted by the way. But Helldivers 2, and then I'm just hearing out of my headset, which I cranked that volume up to max, and it's like I'm hearing some.
I got a new TV. So the new TV, it's just, dude, it makes your eyes bleed because it's a Sony 4K on game mode, and it's 65 inches, and I'm like 10 feet away from the TV, so it's just it's just like somebody took onions and stuck them in my eyes, man. It's like that scene from the cartoon SpongeBob when the guy's just like his eyes are just like
the one frame they have in every episode.
Yes.
It's like the most creepy
weird
stuff.
It's like a little like a tadpole looking fish, whatever, little fins, and it's kind of like that. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, watch Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And there's another movie that I'm going to mention real quick that it's like a cult classic for me now. Nobody.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And who's the guy that
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk, and that's the guy from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad and all of that. This guy is fucking phenomenal in this movie. And I mean, I've watched it 4 times already. Me and Marco watched it 3 times together. I keep trying to sneak it in here and there and just replay it. And
bro, he won't stop.
Yeah, dude, it's just fucking
Dude, nobody
awesome.
Just turned to somebody because I already know who the hell he is.
This guy's a nobody. He's a nobody. And when you watch the movie, he becomes a somebody. But it's great. You got to check it the fuck out. I mean, it's streaming everywhere. So check it the fuck out. So we're going to close the show. And we're going to rub Lenny one more time. Thank you, Lenny, for giving us the strength to do an actual show.
Yeah.
And our first one. So maybe this will become something that people will like. I want to ask everybody to click like, subscribe, share it. If you have comments, please drop a comment, whatever, constructive criticism. We really need it. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, whatever, just any comment, please, drop it. Let us know what you'd possibly like to hear, or if you'd like
suggestions.
Yeah, any suggestions. I mean, if you want us to talk about video games, Marco.
Oh yeah, I'll go on.
And I'll just sit here looking like this.
Hey, these graphics look great.
I'll be like, these graphics are great, but I don't see the premise behind this fucking game.
Jesus,
well, you don't understand. It's God of War.
Bro, you gotta play
he killed people, and now he's like, for his son and whatever.
Dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Just I hear this all the time. So, all right, so we're gonna go again. Was it? You gotta click like, subscribe,
comment, share it wherever you want to. We're already on however many.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Bing! We'll be coming out once a week, so it's nothing crazy. But I'm gonna try to work on editing and making some really cool shorts. And hopefully we'll just get a nice fan base, and we could just do what you guys want to hear. Like, we could do movies, we could do whatever, we could just do everything with a twist, and that's our twist. So see you next time.
Peace out.
Peace out.